when she's worse than he is. She's a Marxist, and she's worse than he is, frankly. So it's, so disappointing. Can you imagine he's on vacation in California? They basically take away his nomination. Nobody's ever seen anything like that before. So he leaves and goes on vacation. He got 14. In all fairness to him, I'm no fan of Sleepy Joe, believe me. But he got 14 million votes. She got no votes, and they took it away. And, they did the same thing. We signed up RFK, who's great. He's a good guy. Got so many things. But they wouldn't let him compete. They wouldn't let him. If he competed as a Democrat, he would have won. I think he would have won the nomination over. Then I would have had to run against him. I'd rather run against these people. But, it's just one of those things. But we were in the neighborhood. We were talking to the National Guard. It was great. It was really fantastic. And I said, we got to come over and see. We really have this. If we can win this state, we win the whole thing. We win the whole thing. Well, we're going to win the whole thing. We have a couple of states that look real good that aren't traditionally Republican, but you don't even like to have to count on it. We have these great places that we did phenomenally on last year, as you said. We last time we had a great race in 2016, but we did much better in 2020. Think of it, got millions and millions more votes. But I will say they were both great, but there's more enthusiasm now than there was then. Wouldn't you say so? Wouldn't you say? Because, And really the difference is that we see how incompetent they are. We see what's going on. We see how just grossly incompetent. The war with Russia, Ukraine would have never happened. The Israeli attack would have never happened. You wouldn't have inflation. You wouldn't have had that Afghanistan horror show that the press never talks about. They refuse to talk about it. And we are going to do something that I think will be just unbelievable. I told a very respected person in terms of leadership in Europe is from Hungary, Viktor Orban, and he said if Trump were back, there'd be no wars. Because they respected us. He used stronger language than that. I won't use it because I'm embarrassed. But he used much stronger language than that. But they respected us, and they're going to respect us again, because right now we're a laughing stock all over the world. We're a laughing stock, and she's worse than Biden. I think Kamala, I call her Comrade Kamala, because she's a total Marxist. I mean, the whole thing is her father's a Marxist professor. He taught her well. And then she goes flip-flopping all over the place. Every single thing that she believed in 2 years ago and a year ago, she now says, oh, no, I'd love to go fracking. She's not going to frack. She's not going to do anything. And the country's going to go down. The country will go down. She is. But the country will go down. So I just wanted to pay my respects. We love you all. We're going to be back. We're going to be back. Look, we have John, we have everybody, huh? Lisa. And that was great. We all were together on the last one, and it was great. And, Tulsi, so Tulsi just endorsed me. Tulsi just endorsed me in front of the National Guard. That made it permanent, when you're in front of the National Guard. She gave us a great endorsement, actually. And I've had a lot of respect for her for a long time. And, to a large extent, you are about common sense, too. John's about common sense. Lisa's a killer. Lisa. How good is she, right? But this is an incredible group, and we just appreciate it. Again, if we win here, Chelsea, we do all these things, and who knows, right? But you win here. The automakers and the auto workers, you can forget the auto industry if we don't win. We're going to bring tremendous amounts of plants in. We're going to bring them in because we're going to do it with tariffs. It's so simple. They're building now 2 of the largest plants in the world in Mexico, and China owns them. And they think they're going to make cars, and they're going to sell them into the United States, and there's not going to be a price to pay. We're not going to let them do it. They're going to take all our jobs. These plants are massive. A couple of them could take half of Detroit. It's the real deal. A friend of mine builds plants. I said, I want to go see a plant. I want to see what it's like. Oh, good. We'll go to Mexico. I said, no, I want to see one here. He said, the big ones are being built in Mexico. And they're owned by China to a large extent. The 2 that I'm talking about are owned. Can you believe it? This would never happen. 4 years ago, they were not doing it. because I said, if you build a plant, you got 150% tariff that we're putting, and you're not going to be able to sell your car. You can sell it, but you're not selling it in here. And they will destroy our auto industry totally. And we're going to make it, we're going to double it up. I'll bet you we will double it up within the 2.5-year period. In 2.5 years, it'll be doubled up. So just remember. So I just want to, you ought to spread the word to this character that the head of the union, he is selling them down the tubes. I just saw a poll, we have 88% of the auto workers, and he endorsed Sleepy Joe. Crooked Joe, Sleepy Joe, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Somebody said, oh, you shouldn't waste your time. He's the president, right? Yeah. He's the president. They said, oh, don't waste your time with him. He doesn't matter. Can you believe it? So we're going to have a great time. When you look at their convention, when you look at what they were really saying, and what they weren't saying is worse. They didn't say what they're going to be doing. I will tell you, we're going to make America greater than ever before. I appreciate your support. That woman with those beautiful eyes, and she's crying. She's crying because she said, sir, you won it the last time. And we did. He won it the last time, too, by the way. I'll be honest. He's less controversial than me. He may not want it, but he won it the last time. But he's doing great anyway. John is doing great. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. Enjoy the pizza. Okay? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. We'll come back. We'll be back. We'll be back a lot. Thank you very much. You want? Come on. You want a picture? Come on. He's a good man. You know? He's a good man. Come on. Take a picture. I guess so. Get up there. I want to take a picture. Thank you for coming to Michigan, Keep coming to Michigan.
President Trump's a hero.
He is our hero.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you, buddy.
Come on in. Come on in. Anybody, if you want to This is important. Important.
No, I get work.
I got some.
Let's get it.
Get over here, Sandra.
Sir, which one is that? Is that the new one?
This is the one I got.
We have a new one.
Of course.
Thank you for honoring our fallen heroes, Mr. Trump. Thank you.
Back up a little bit, please. Back up a little bit, please.
Back up.
I'll do it. Let's take a good picture.
Right here. Sandra, this is gonna make your day long. I'm gonna cry. I'm really. Are you girlfriend? Sandra, how we make
I'm seeing people that are going from Democrat to Republican. Like I've never seen before.
But she's here in spirit.
All right, right here.
She's here in spirit.
Perfect.
Oh.
Great photo.
That's what happened.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa, could I get one with you?
Come on in.
Hurry. I'll take it right here. He's got 100. This is Eric. Yeah, he's great.
So he's doing okay, right? I think he's great. You know, he's
Just keep taking pictures, Tommy. We'll send you everybody.
I don't know whose phone I got.
It's fine. Just keep taking pictures.
You let him know that.
Can I get one with you?
The president? I think you did the right thing.
Okay, so let's do one right here.
Come on in. Come on in. Can you tell us? You're actually opposite. Look at these arms, fellas. Come on, what's wrong with you?
Right here.
You too, how are you doing? Life is good.
Great.
All right.
Ken, you got my phone.
All right here.
Last one right here.
Ken, you
How
got
are you?
She was working.
She's working now? She's old enough to work?
No,
She's
no,
not
no.
800 doors. 800 doors.
And the response is pretty good. Ken, the response is really good.
It is. Almost everyone is saying they're voting for you, and I'm so excited about it.
Thank you. And I'll be back.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right.
I'll make sure. No, I got it. I want to do it. I'll do that 100%. Okay? 100%. I guarantee. Let's get this sucker over with. You'll come too, and we'll celebrate together.
I'm more worried about her.
Ready? When we win, this whole group is coming to Mar-a-Lago. Say, forget your daughter, the whole group is coming. We're gonna win it. If we win this,
Yes.
we don't win it, I'll say, Dad.
We're winning. We are
The
winning.
whole group. Okay?
What are your plans to counter the post-DNC fundraising boost that Democrats saw after Vice President Harris's speech?
Well, I think they're doing very poorly. I'm leading in the polls. They had their, what they call their little period of time where, you know, typically somebody goes up. They didn't go up at all. We went up. So could you move, please? Secret Service, yeah. No, I think we're doing phenomenally. We're leading in the polls. We're leading here. What do you think, Ken? Yeah?
Absolutely, sir. It's because of these volunteers.
So we just came in to say hello. We want to pay our respects, and I think we're going to have a great election. And are you seeing it even better than last time, right?
Yes.
Way better.
Yes.
Too big to rig.
I think we're going to do a great job. Who are you with?
NBC, but the pool.
NBC. NBC fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah, tell me, have you done a story on Afghanistan today? Have you done that story, NBC? You know, the press never talks about Afghanistan, the most embarrassing moment in history. No, but have you done the story? Today is the 3rd anniversary of Afghanistan. Do you know that?
One more question.
No.
Fake news.
That's the, she doesn't want to take that. Okay, ready? Today is the 3rd anniversary. I just left Arlington National Cemetery. Do you know that?
Yep.
We buried people. We honored people in Arlington, and the press doesn't even cover it because they're fake news, and they should be ashamed of themselves. That's the question you should be asking, not a little trivia. I just want to thank you, everybody, very much. Don't worry, you'll never see that on television.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Get out of here.
I have it.
Mr. Trump, thank you for being so brave.
We love you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Macomb County won't let you down.
Here's your purse.
All of you.
Can you pass that back to Lisa McLean, please?
Here, Lisa. Got it? Got it?
Okay?
Thank
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We love you. Do you want enforced the Comstock Act? Do you want Congress to repeal
Bye,
the
everybody. Thank you very
Bye,
much.
Mr. President.
We love you.
See you next time you're in town.